So the other thing I noticed is that like certain words will mean certain things. So if there's a PubMed article that says acute and chronic, then it's like acute chronic, and that's so it's anytime they say that something's chronic, it means that like someone's smoking dope or like you're smoking dope or something, and that you're scared of. It's like this idea that you're scared of drugs or you're. It's like you find. I don't know how to explain it. It's like you find something that could remind you of something that could kill you. That's a chemical, and at the same time you're scared of chemicals, and then it's a reference to like marijuana. So it's using the word chronic as like it's the same thing with motherfucker. So if you jerk off and then see an old woman and you've been given some disease, then someone says motherfucker. If you are scared of drugs, then someone will say chronic, and then they'll go, no, actually, no, really. And so for some reason I looked up baking soda because it fizzes, and I felt sick, and I'm like, is that it? Could that be it? I have indigestion, I have GERD, does it go into my chest? And then I see Arm and Hammer, and there's an ampersand, and my name has an and in it, why and? And Arm and Hammer is like a joke on what would it be called? It's a joke on masturbation. And then also you have an Arm and Hammer, which is the hammer and sickle, and then that's like cake, but then it's only the hammer and not the sickle. And then right, so the sick L is somebody else or something else, or it's COVID. Just I'm getting sick into somebody else and you don't know who it is. And then it says 3 years 4 months. And in Nietzsche, 3-4 is the chapter on self-overcoming. And that's a PubMed article about acute chronic toxicity to baking soda. But it's self-overcoming because it's acute. And then it'll be like Arm and Hammer, and then if I say something, it's like when I'm hammered, then I'll have toxicity, and then I'll be drunk for 3 years 4 months or something. But then I'll be hammered for like, you see what I'm saying? And the PubMed, so it's either like an AI generated algorithm article or it's something else, but I've seen this happen before where it's like numerology, and then like you'll have everything that's recommended to me by an algorithm be like, it's either chronic. Chronic is like a keyword where it's like you're high or you're thinking in a terms of like illness, but it's based on numerology and like using words as stupidity. And then if you say something about it, then somebody will like drug you or something. So it's like, don't say anything, this article is bullshit, and then it'll like drug you to some such, and then you'll get sick again. So it's like telling you shit that's wrong in order to make you to make you get worked up and worried about it. Or to just say, well, I can't. It's like this shit where you're supposed to be like, I'm not a doctor, I can't look up diseases. And of course you can't, because there's an AI algorithm that's like fucking with Google or like your phone to like screw with you so you can't learn anything about diseases. And instead what's going to happen is that you'll download a U-Cut editor that's going to like make it so you have to delete shit off your phone because it uses way too much memory in order to like parse all of the video together. like intentionally. And then it'll be like, oh, you get to learn about how to make YouTube videos. And so you make an album instead of like one big video, like one big song. And so you get to learn about how to video edit, but not, you can't look up diseases and shit because some group of assholes has decided this by like fucking with the algorithms that have determined what you can and cannot learn, because it's like we don't need no education. And that'll be true until you do drugs. But like, I just don't know how many other people this has happened to. Wonderful.